to start off with a few quotes. First one is words from His Imperial Majesty. You should strive assiduously to make yourselves by education worthy men. And for this it matters not whether it be by day or by night, not whether you be child or adult, man or woman. As the Gospel tells us, a house built upon strong foundations can never be overthrown by storms. Similarly, when people are built up with minds well formed by education and knowledge, no trial of whatever kind can conquer them. Next one from Marcus Nazar Garvey, I know this one. A people without the knowledge of their past, history, origin and culture is like a tree without roots. And the next one, an African proverb translated from the Ewe language. Until the lion has his or her own storyteller, the hunter will always have the best part of the story. So, each one of these wise words tells us how important it is to tell our story for ourselves. Because if we don't tell them, someone else will, usually badly, sometimes maliciously. And what's more, if we don't tell them, the next generation will be weaker for them. Where might we find this information about I and ourselves? Well, first and foremost, in and amongst ourselves. Our elders especially, youngsters too. Some call it oral history, information that's not publicly written down, but is held in the hearts and in the minds. Sometimes we find this information in the arts, in music especially, in plays, paintings, poetry, fictional writing. We have to weave the arts into our information gathering. And the reason is because the arts is the medium of translation between the elders and the youth. We find the information in public repositories, but there it's usually found between the lines, as they say. It takes some wisdom and some awareness to tease out the information hidden in Babylon's archives. And what do we do with this material? We have to pull it all together as a living history. And I just want to say, and I know Dorothy is I know this always happens to be her, but Dorothy here is, her grandfather was a man called Chris Jones, who was the Secretary of the International African Service Bureau. So if the IC downstairs in the panels, you see how important the International African Service Bureau was to spread the Ethiopian cause amongst peoples, especially black peoples. And so the secretary of that organisation was Dorothy's grandfather, and Dorothy's aunt also was the little girl who brought the flowers to His Majesty when His Majesty got off the train at Waterloo in 1936. So this is the living history. And Dorothy's got her own mind as well. Dorothy writes and Dorothy carries on the heritage of her ancestors, right? Okay. So this is why we're here together, because this is how our stories get made and remade. So we have to put it together as a living history. We share what people need to know in order to understand us, and what our children and grandchildren need to know.
Very vital and important to secure the history globally to the wider community of the faith of Rastafari, to hand it down to the new generation. Yes. Howell, Ebert, Ashley Rogers, Dunkley. Now, and of them man, they bring Rastafari to I and I. And Malaku Ben, as a student sent by Haile Selassie to school 1921, and them the man they declare Rastafari to Howell and Marcus, and ask His Majesty to send delegates to meeting in America. That is how the name Rastafari come in existent among I and I. The crown in 1931 proclaiming the divinity, it was Haile Selassie when Howell come to Jamaica 1931. I proclaimed the divinity of the crown in 1930. But King Rastafari was crowned 1916 and 28. That's when Malaku Ben said, we have a crown plenipotentiary prince of Ethiopia, which is the future leader of the world.
Princes and princesses must come out of Babylon. Ethiopia shall stretch them hard to Rastafari. O I, my majesty, the ivies come to I and I hard, to win the path of righteousness. Help I and I to forgive, so that I and I may be forgiven. Teach I and I love, piety, as it is in Zion. Endure I and I with thy life, knowledge and understanding, do thy will. Thy blessings to I and I, that all will be fed, the naked clothes, the sick nourished, the aged protected, and the infant cared for. I deliver I and I from the hands of my enemies, so that I and I may be fruitful, not in these days, but also in the last days, when all my enemies are passed away and decayed. Prepare for the sea, prepare for the earth, the belly of the beast, or in the lake of fire. And I place the righteous kingdom, Iver and I. Whose imperial majesty and paralysis as the first. Je! Rastafari! Je! Rastafari! Je! Rastafari! Who lives and reigns in Mount Zion for Iver and Iver.
never live it.